wearing the blood-stained cap and badge, which are evidence in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, on the day of his retirement was a cocktail of emotions, says IPS officer Prateep V Phillip. The officer is one of the persons who survived the ghastly attack that killed the former Prime Minister of India, Rajiv Gandhi, in a 1991 election rally. The senior official who retired as DGP training was allowed possession of the cap and badge by a city court recently, allowing him to wear them on his day of retirement. Prateep V Phillip said he would pen a book on his experiences on the horrendous tragedy at Sriperumbudur on May 21st, 1991, that left at least another 14 dead after a suicide bomber of the LTTE blew herself up. A city civil court granted permission to the IPS officer to wear on the last day of his service the blood-stained cap and name badge that he wore on duty when the former Prime Minister was assassinated. Prateep V Phillip then served as Additional Superintendent of Police, Kancheepuram, and survived the human bomb blast that killed Mr Gandhi and others. Prateep V Phillip sustained injuries in the incident, and due to the impact of the blast, his cap and name badge fell down. Since then, his cap and badge, which were part of the evidence from the scene of crime collected by the Special Investigation Team, had remained in the custody of the trial court. Few days before his retirement, he moved the first Additional Sessions Court seeking permission to take possession of the cap and name badge, as they were of immense sentimental value to him. The first Additional Sessions Judge T. Chandrasekharan on September 28th granted permission for interim custody on own bond of Rs 1 lakh and ordered they should be handed over to the court on or before October 28th after the purpose was fulfilled. The officer retired on September 30th. The cap and badge literally symbolized his blood, sweat and tears of his professional career, which spanned about 34 years, the court further noted. Holding the cap and badge in my capacity at the closure of 34 years of service life symbolizes the trauma I went through, the exhilaration, the law, sadness, a cocktail of emotions. I was the only person on the planet who underwent the ordeal, Mr. Phillip, who retired on Thursday as Director General of Police Training, told PTI. The tragedy has transformed his life and perspective so much that he resolved to dedicate his entire service life for the cause of the people. Your life gets transformed and your perspective undergoes changes. The assassination of Sri Rajiv Gandhi made me think of what I can do for the people. This changed my career, and I never aspired for position or power, but consistently involved in equipping and encouraging people. My sole goal in my service life was to humanize the police force, Prateep V Phillip added. News Desk, Kaumudy Global.